So today we are going to work on Prisma SDWAN, and this is the file which we are going to follow, and this is my diagram how the things are working. So we have DC1, DC2, we have branch 1 and branch 2 here, and here we have our Prisma SD-WAN fabric. Now if these you can say these branches want to go to the internet, then it will go to Prisma Access and it will go to the internet. And if it want to reach the branches, then it is going to use Prisma SD-WAN fabric. So two things are there, Prisma Access and Prisma SD-WAN. So these two things we need to remember, Prisma Access and Prisma SD-WAN fabric. So let us start the lab first of all. So So step one, what we need to follow, go to the resource catalog and view, see the resources. Okay, we can see the resources. These are my resources basically. And also you will need to utilize the workflow basically. So here are the workflow. We need to utilize the workflow. How we can utilize this, I will show you as well. Now we need to go forward and RDP the jump box. We need to RDP the jump box, and in jump box there's a readme.txt, and from there we can open Strata Cloud Manager. Okay, so let me check. So this one, so two ways they have given. Let me see which way is better. So you can go here, and here the details has been given. Readme, not here, readme. So this is the Strata Cloud Manager. We can access this Strata Cloud Manager by this credential, or they have given me another thing. Click the SCM link. Okay, this is you can do this two ways. Okay, first of all, what it is saying, click the SCM link, info resource card, copy the credentials from readme text. From above, copy the SCM username and password. Okay, what it is saying, click the SCM link, info resource card. Okay, SCM link, info resource card. This one is the resource card. Copy the credentials from the readme.txt file from above, or copy SCM username and password from the resource card. So let me do the another way. So view an SCM info. So let us launch it. Strata Cloud Manager. So it is launching my Strata Cloud Manager, and here what we need to give our this credential, which credential they are talking about. So I don't think this is the username. So what it is saying here, open the Chrome jump box and click on Strata Cloud Manager. So this I am not using, I'm using this one. So click the SCM link of the resource card, copy the credentials from readme text file from above, or copy the SCM username and password from the resource card. So copy the credential from readme text. So we need to go here, and where is my readme text? So here is my readme text. So we have to copy the credentials from here like this and paste it here. Next, and password we can take from this file, I think so, or I think it is in resource card as well. So let us see what works. So if we see, yeah, the same thing, it is in the resource card as well. So we can paste it here and verify. Unable to log in. So let me check how we can log in, then I will come back. So I don't know, there was some error, same username and password I have given, and now I am able to log in. So let us move forward. Now onboard our devices. First of all, we have to onboard our devices. Go to configuration, Prisma SD-WAN, ION devices, unclaimed devices. So go to Prisma SD-WAN, configuration, ION devices, and this is end user license agreement, agree, and unclaimed devices. So these are my unclaimed devices. Now we need to claim this basically. So what we need to claim, let me check. So we need to go here, go to the configuration Prisma, okay, go to the configuration Prisma SD-WAN ION unclaimed devices. Okay, I'm there. Today we will utilize device shell capability for pre-staging the lab. Okay, then go to Prisma SD-WAN data center. Okay, let me go to Prisma SD-WAN and data center. So this is my data center. We have two devices, DC Ion 1 and DC Ion 2. So these two devices basically we have. Okay, go to the configuration Prisma WAN branch site. Now we will go configuration Prisma WAN and branch site, and we have this branch site here, BYOS branch, and we can see one device Ion 1 here. Okay, that's great. Okay, now now again we need to go configuration Prisma SD-WAN ION devices, Prisma SD-WAN ION devices, unclaimed devices, and in unclaimed devices we need to claim this ION 3104 and add to the and assign to the device shell. So this one we need to claim basically, which one? Prisma 3102. No, what it is saying, select first available 3104V by clicking three dots. So we need to go here 310V by clicking three dots, and then what I need to do, then afterward assign to device shell. Okay, assign to device shell. So in this case what will happen basically when I click to assign to device shell, so where you want to assign it, so it is saying assign here DC Ion 01. So this they have already created, so we need to assign here basically DC Ion shell. So let me show you one more thing here. If I go to data centers and this one, if I go to DC Ion 1 and I click here, so you can see these things basically, but we need to claim that devices. Okay, so these are basically configuration, so this configuration will be pushed on that devices basically. So configuration is already there, so this will be pushed on that devices as soon as we claim that. So this is the benefit of your SD-WAN. Your template is ready, simply claim the ION devices. So unclaimed devices, and here we need to check 3104V 3104V assigned to device shell, and we need to click where this is your this one, this is ION 1. So I have done the assignment. Now allocation device cell, so allocation is happening. I think all configuration will happen, so once it is done. Okay, what it is saying, repeat the same process and assign DC01V to DC Ion 1 shell. So we will go here unclaimed devices. So this is what is happening, this is something happening. Now on the another device, this one, assign to device shell, and I will assign here basically, assign. So allocated device to shell, so it is happening. Okay, and now we need to click on this 3102V and we need to assign it to a BYOS branch 01. Okay, so this one, first one they are saying, I think first 3102. Okay, this one assigned to device shell, and we need to assign here, assign. So it is allocating. Then what we need to do, now this is done basically. Now what it is saying, verify the ion devices status, configuration, Prisma SDWAN, ion devices and claim device. So I need to go on claim device. So it is claiming, as you can see, this branch one is claiming, and this is assigned and online. So this is done basically. These devices has came. Now we will do the configuration. So let us wait for a while. Okay, this is also online because we have claimed it. Now what we need to do here, configuration overview, step 1, DC side. Go to configuration, Prisma WAN and data centers. Prisma WAN and data centers. So this is my data center, and we need to go on what it is saying, data center, click on BYOS DC1. We need to click BYOS DC1. So as we can see here, what we will be able to see, so if I go to configuration, I am in the configuration. So what it is saying, verify that DC1 DC1 ISP and the private WAN circuit DC1 MPLS attached. So okay, this is ISP circuits and this is MPLS circuit. These are attached basically. Okay, and we can see the devices here as well. So these are attached, and then afterwards, advanced show DC cluster view. Advanced show DC cluster view. So we should be able to see the DC custom view. So here is my, you can say, DC1 ISP circuit, and this is DC1 MPLS circuit. So this we have seen here. Now what? Now at the bottom you can verify the Prisma SD-WAN, create default cluster and assign ions automatically. To scale your horizontally, you can configure more cluster to determine which data center communicates with which branch site. Each DC ion in the cluster creates secure connection, secure fabric VPNs to the branch site. So we need to click on overlay connection. So where is the overlay connection? It should be somewhere. This is overlay connection. So as we can see here, that this is my overlay connection, and it is going to make the overlay connection with my branch site basically. So we can see here this one, this details basically. And if we click on all overlay connection 1, and if we expand this, we can see DC1 ISP circuit, DC1 MPLS circuit is connecting to branch 1 primary ISP circuit and MPLS circuit. So this way this is attaching to my branch site. Okay, this is done. Device connectivity and routing. The lab routing is pre-configured between ION and the peer devices, then routing in the private WAN router. By design, administrator do not need to configure additional routing for the secure fabric operation between IONs. All prefix distribution is done by the controller, and path decisions are made on the decision made based on the path policy, performance of allowed path, and performance of application on set path. We will learn more about this subsequent section, and if you want to see, then we can see low level topology in my appendix for further details. So if I want to see, right click and copy and new tab. Let me see the lower page is not copying like that. So it is like, if I click here, then it will take me into the upper page. So right now I'm on page number 17. If I click here, we can't access the item because it is going to somewhere Google Docs, so leave it. Let us see how DC1 ion is connected. So click on DC1 ISP circuit link on DC ion 2. Click on DC1 ISP circuit on DC ion 2, where it is saying, okay, this one. Click on DC1 ISP circuit and click on DC ion 2. DC1 ISP circuit, so it is rotating, and DC ion 2 they are saying. Let me check DC ion 2. So we will be able to see how it is connected. So name to description they have given. This is connect to internet, VRF global, and this is the circuit level, and IP it is getting from DSCP. We can also see the advanced setting if we want. Okay, like this. Now afterwards, if you bring it, brings you directly port number 2 interface, which is connected to ISP circuit. Click X to close the window to view the all interfaces. Okay, so port number 2, what it is saying, it is saying port number 2, and we can see the interface ID as well, what IP address it has gone, RxTX value. So this is the IP address and this is the domain name are there. You can close this, and afterwards, now DC1 ion 1, it brings you to the port 2 interface which is connected to ISP circuit. Click on X to close this window. Okay, we need to click on X to close this window. Now where is X? I think we need to go back. So I have clicked on cancel. Then we can see these ports. So this port is admin configured use for peer with the network. This is for use for internet, and this is used for your peer with the network. So these details are given basically. Okay, so port admin hub used for peer with the network, used for peer with the connect to the internet, and this is okay. So what it is saying, port 1 is used to is connected to DC LAN. This is connected to internet, so this is connected to MPLS. So this is for internet, this is for MPLS, this is for your inside network basically. And controller 1 used for management and communication with Prisma 1. So controller 1 is used, this one, this is used for management, and Prisma SDWAN cloud controller basically to contact with. Verifying the routing tab. Now we need to verify the routing tab, how the routing is being done. So here we can see our local AS is 65101, BGP is used here. Okay, and the edge peer, this is my edge peer, and as we can see the edge peer has 65200, and so obviously we are using eBGP, we are not using IBGP here because the number are different, and these are the route map in which we are learning, and this is route map out which we are sending outside, and this is also route map in, and this is your route map out which we are sending outside basically. So just like a router where you will use route RD value basically then to get the route basically. So it's just like the RT route target. Okay, so RT and RD value type kind of thing basically. So that was basically route targets what we was using there. Now routing, we have checked everything. You can click on the dots of each pairing to see what prefixes has been received by ion device. Okay, we can check that as well. So if I click here, so what we are getting, we are getting these prefixes basically. So AS path prepend is used, community, next hop, tag, continue, this is auto generated, and if I click this, okay, so this is deny statement, route map entry, this is your permit statement. So this we are basically learning. Okay, So this route we are learning basically, you can say here. So it is also seen here basically. Receive prefix we can check. Okay, how we can check receive prefix? Let me see. If I right click there, not right click. There must be a method. So it is here basically. So this is your edge pair. This is your edge pair, that one, and this is your core pair. This is given. So okay, now what prefix we are learning here? If we click here, then receive prefix. So which prefix we are receiving? These prefix we are receiving basically exit, and we can also check which prefix we are advertising. So these prefix we are advertising to the remote site. So these things can be checked, and these routes maps are defined there basically. So route maps is a different topic. If you want to learn it, then you have to do some CCNS or CCNP course. And also now as you can see, for the edge pair receive prefix, you should see three networks which are branch one prefix. So edge pair. So if we go to edge pair here, and we see receive prefix. Where is receive prefix? Receive prefix. So this three we are learning for from branch. It is coming to me basically. Okay, and this is edge pair. In core pair under advertise prefix. So in core pair advertise prefix. So this we are sending outside to our branch basically. So we can scroll down. One thing you can notice, /24 prefix are split into two /25 prefix. This allow the return traffic from DC to be sent back to ION device with the VPN. So in the core pair basically advertise prefix, if you click on here and advertise prefix, so this is a /25, these are not /24, and the reason is given here that /24 prefix are split to two /25 prefix. This allow the return traffic which is coming from branch from DC LAN, okay, for return traffic from DC LAN to be sent back on ION active VPN. Okay, so this is using for active VPN to the branch side of directly to the WAN edge MPLS. Okay, that I understood. Note that the DC1 ION 2 is configured in identically, and either one cloud show branch one prefix advertised to the router. Both DC ION will never establish VPN depending on which is active. VPN determine which one advertised to the core. On DC1 ION will have VPN but inactive state for HA and scale out purpose. To quickly go to the back, we can click on back. You can exit here and we can back. So we are back basically here. Okay, now these are online. Now what is saying branch side configuration overview. So we need to go configuration, Prisma WAN and branch side. Configuration, Prisma WAN and branch side. Now in branch side, click on BYOS branch side. We can click on BYOS branch side. And in branch side, what it is saying, the site configuration is displayed. Yes, it is displayed. At the section of the bottom branch configuration page, you can find Prisma access connectivity section. So if you scroll down, so this is Prisma connectivity, Prisma access connectivity session, and what it is saying, primary location not provision, not provision. Okay, it is not provision right now. Okay, not provision. This feature refer to easy onboarding, and you can effortlessly integrate Prisma SD-WAN with Prisma Access, okay, to enable most of the comprehensive and unified secure access service edge. So Prisma SASE is a perfect for remote site single multiple internet links using the direct, reliable and secure connection to both public and private connection. with the help of a step-by-step wizard, the system creates IPsec tunnels with Prisma SD-WAN and Prisma Access. So Prisma Access for internet, SD-WAN is for internal purpose. Note, we will onboard site to Prisma Access later in the lab. Okay, Prisma, which one? Prisma Access. In the middle section, it is worth mentioning IoT device visibility. Ion can automatically discover IoT device in the branch and protect them with the help of Prisma SASE IoT security services. In this lab, we don't have the IoT security services tab enabled for more information. So IoT is not there. So in the middle section, basically they are saying here, if you go in the middle section, it is disable the IoT. We don't have IoT. Okay, at the top part of the site configuration page, notice the connectivity status course that the attached that course, I think scores that the course that are attached in addition, you can attach multiple routing profile and circuits, assign devices, and view site prefixes basically. Okay, so and the top, they are saying top here. So here they are basically saying, we can see there. So these things we can see. What else? Circuits. Within Prisma SD-WAN, there are predefined circuit categories such as Ethernet, Internet MPLS, more, which are used by path policy. When creating the circuit, you must select the circuit category and WAN carrier. In this lab environment, we have modified the default name to match our connectivity. This lab was configured leveraging our robust set of API, allowing customers to adopt DevOps model to deployments. Additionally, your scripts are applied our best practices to leverage the standard circuit category naming, which become crucial foundation for adding sites at scale and allow for ultimate flexibility in defining your path policy to meet your application SLA objective. You may view the configured circuits by clicking on change circuit, DC and branch circuit, branch configuration matches. Okay, so what they are saying, this is my overlay connection. So as we can see here, basically how we are connected. This is my branch, this is my DC, this is my MPLS, and this is my ISP that we can see here. So change circuit, where is, so here is the option change circuit, primary internet circuit and primary MPLS circuit. You can click here and we can see this is ISP1. Okay, this is my primary circuit, and cancel, and if you click here, this is my MPLS and this is my MPLS circuit, cancel. We can change it as well, but let it be there. Notice that the DC and branch are connected to the same MPLS private carrier. This allows zero touch provision device deployment over private WAN. Now policies, basically 4 policy set type are bound to every branch side. Path policy for traffic steering, performance management to drive application assurance, QoS policy for application based prioritization, net policy, a default net applied for direct internet traffic allowed by the path policy, security policy, zone based firewall for segmentation use based on app ID, user ID, and device ID, all unified connection Palo Alto NetSec products. You will get more familiar policy in the section below. Now on Prisma SD-WAN branch to Prisma Access, the key objective is to showcasing onboarding of Prisma SD-WAN branch to Prisma Access enables secure zero-trust networks for branch user. This lab emphasizes seamless integration of Prisma SD-WAN with Prisma Access, creating zero-trust branch that ensure the secure connectivity for all users. So the need of unified SASE, why zero-trust branch model, unified safe SASE framework, Prisma SD-WAN and Prisma Access. So as via SD-WAN we will connect to our branches, via Access we will connect to our internet. Scalability and agility, enhance security and visibility, optimize connectivity with the application intelligence, Prisma SD-WAN path optimization. Now, what we will do, configuration, Prisma SD-WAN, resources, SASE connectivity lab, configuration, Prisma SD-WAN, resources, SASE, then resources, and then SASE connectivity. So I think this one they are saying SASE connectivity lab. So here we can see this is my peering default local AS number, and this is my internal IP pool basically, and this is IPsec profile. This has been taken automatically. Here you can configure local AS number used for BGP peering Prisma access. You can also bind the security zone such as the tunnels are onboarded with automatically be associated with the security zone. There are three deployments mode. Private app access, no changes to BGP, all the branch prefix advertised to Prisma access service connection. Branch user can access private application over uh, over SC and have internet access. Okay, internet only, branch prefix are not advertised. So this is important to understand. So what is private app access? No changes to BGP, all branch prefix are advertised to Prisma access service connection. Branch user can access private application over SC and have internet access. Internet only, branch prefix are not advertised to SC, it means access service connection. Branch user can only access the internet but not any private application. So here they will only access private application, here they will only access your internet. Now internet only with mobile user access, branch prefix are advertised to Prisma access mobile user connection. Remote user can access the resource in the branches. Let us select the following deployment mode: private access, private app access, security zone VPN, and click save. So here in SASE connectivity, what we need to do, what it is saying, this is good. And deployment private app access, okay, security zone VPN, okay, it is already there. This one, okay, security zone here they are saying use VPN. So this is for private app access basically. What we are configuring here, so that we can access the private access. Click on save. Now click on save. So updated connection branch side config. Next, it is very easy and simple to onboard multiple sites at the same time natively onboarding. Just select as many sites you want to click to Prisma access, and site will be onboarded to Prisma access. Now, so as we can see here, there are many options basically. What you can use external direct access, you can use guest, LAN, VPN, lot more options are there. Okay, so this is for branch side and this is for my private access. So three models are there. Internet only, we can use whatever model we want. Now navigate to configuration Prisma SD-WAN branch side. Configuration Prisma SD-WAN branch side. Okay, branch side, yeah, branch side. Select the next box to BYOC branch 1 and connect to Prisma access from top right. So here, where is that? This one where they are saying here, and connect to Prisma. So in the select the checkbox next to the box size, we have to select the checkbox first of all. So checkbox is selected, and now we need to click connect to Prisma access. So as soon as we, based on the geolocation of the branches, bandwidth allocation for remote network and primary and secondary location are recommended, the corresponding IPsec termination node Fields will be automatically populated. In the real deployment, user can change the Prisma as location. So what we have to choose here: primary location US Northeast, secondary location US Southeast. So primary location US Northeast, and primary location, what they are saying, primary location US Northeast, secondary location US Southeast, and secondary location US Southeast. This one they are saying. Okay, and what is this? This is grayed out basically. So US Northeast, US Northeast, and US Southeast. Notice that Prisma access location may not have allocated, but bandwidth of remote network is allocated basically. Click on allocate bandwidth link on the warning message to allocate the bandwidth for remote each connection. So here we don't have any warning basically. Why? Because this lab that document is different, and this could be there. Now what we need to do, so they are doing this, we need not to do this because we don't have that sign. And afterwards an information message will notify that onboarding process will be triggered. Since this is the first onboarding region, it can take up to 30 minutes for onboarding process to complete. So now what we need to do here, we need to click on connect sites. Yes, so it is connecting. To confirm the status of onboarding tunnels, let us look Prisma access connectivity visit on the site. Click on branch site BYOC branch 1. Okay, well, let it complete. BYOC, it is happening as you can see. Okay, so BYOC branch 1, and what they are saying here, look the Prisma access connectivity status, hovering on configuration status. So Prisma access, where is that? Click on the branch site name BIOS branch 1. At the bottom of the branch configuration screen, Prisma access connectivity. Prisma access connectivity. So this is basic info and BYOC branch 1. We need to go down, and Prisma now right now it is showing not connected. It will take time. Okay, hovering over configuration status showing the progress. You can get more details. So hovering over configuration section, Prisma access connectivity, and hovering. So this is you can see, if I hover here, it is showing that BYOS branch primary Prisma access gateway. These things basically they are showing here like this. So right now tunnels are not created. It is creating tunnel, and it will take some time. Okay. While the onboarding to complete, let us move to understand the application policies, and we will come back to see security section later. So now we will go to on application policy. So go to configuration Prisma WAN policy. Still this is not coming up. Let me refresh one. So as you can see, it is in progress. See? Okay, so it will come up. So that's not a problem for us. Now where we need to go, configuration Prisma SDWAN policies, configuration Prisma SDWAN and policy. So we are in configuration, and here's the policies. This page shows you only the branch site associated policy. The power of a centralized policy model is allowed to customer to rapidly bring remote site online while be applying a consistent set of policy to meet the business application SLA requirement. The active path policy is the path stack acme cop path simple. Okay, so This is my branch site. So acme cop path simple. Okay, so this is my policy. So stack bindings, you can see here. Step 2, from the tabs click on path to modify the default policy. So we need to click on path, acme cop path. If the policy is not shown, switch the view between simple to advanced. Now it is showing to me. You have two options, simple and advanced. Simple, you will get basically a collection of rules under a single policy set. In advanced, you stack adds granularity and flexibility for more complex requirement. So this is there. Now again, Prisma SDWAN application configuration, Prisma SDWAN resource application configuration, Prisma SDWAN resource, and afterwards resource where is configuration. Okay, resource, Prisma SDWAN resource, and applications. So these are the applications, basically too many applications. Palo Alto network maintains thousands of application definition and signature. The application recognition engine is a unified application database across all Palo Alto NetSec products, including Prisma Access and NGFW firewall. Therefore, when the application traffic is traveling through Prisma SASE infrastructure, all process systems and features use the same application ID app ID. This unified solution simplifies the network and security policies while providing consistent view and result for operation reporting and troubleshooting. In this lab environment, in addition to the SaaS and generic internet traffic being generated, there is a traffic being generated for private custom application. You will generate the traffic to custom public application in the later lab. Firstly, we will define these application and create a new path policy. So custom application web POS is created on DC server with IP this domain web POS SASE domain SASE and another is super SaaS. This is a custom SaaS application on internet. So this is on my server, this is on internet. Create custom layer 7 create custom application layer 7. So let us continue with the creation of application SaaS and POS application hosted. So step 2, click add application. Okay, now we need to click add application, and when we click on add application, firstly you will get L7 custom application used for environment called web POS. So in display name we need to click on web POS and abbreviation VPOS. Okay, and abbreviation what they are saying, VPOS, abbreviation VPOS. Identification you may define layer 3, layer 7. So here we are defining layer 7, basically application layer 7. Domains L7 application, so basically we need a URL address. You may add up to 16 domain name. So we will add this name webpos sasedemo.net. Add a new domain, .net. Okay, so this is added. So new domain is added, and then click anywhere to continue. You can accomplish wildcard we can also do. Okay, so there are minimum steps to define your application before applying your changes. Let's explore the remaining settings that allow to further tune the application definition. Use the following information. Remaining fields are required setting. App category drop down list. Now there will be app category drop down list. So what is this kind of application? This is my business system. This is my business system, and business systems application assigned to one category is just a filter used for searching application. Okay. Transfer type, you have to set the application transfer type between transactional, bulk, real-time audio or real-time video. Okay, understood. This is like you can say different queues are there at which is given priority basically. For example, audio and video is given more priority, and different priorities had like so you can do that like a DSCP value, platinum, gold, silver, bronze. So keep the default. So keep the default transfer type transactional. Okay, so transactional. Keep the default and connection idle timeout. And we have to do 60 seconds. Uh, Default setting of 50, for example, 50% would be provide equal weightage for what it is saying on the traffic. So we need traffic percentage, keep the default is 50%. Okay, and timeout we have given using unreachability detection, default setting yes. uh, Unreachability section, default setting yes. Okay, path affinity may be set to strict or none. For this lab select none. Strict if path selected for client session is available within the policy. Subsequent application session from same client for this application will adhere to the original selected path. Noted, it is possible of strict that each subsequent client session will be free to take any path allowed by path policy as long as path available within the service level agreement. Now network scan app keep the default setting no, so we will not select this. And now review the setting and save your application by clicking submit. App devs compilation is progress. Wait for element to download. Okay, something is downloading, so we can click on OK. So it is done, I think so. So this application is added. If I want to search, we can search with WebPOS. Yes, WebPOS is added. Okay, this is done. Super SaaS custom application. Now again, what we need to do, repeat the process to create a custom application, super SaaS application. Add application, display name super SaaS and abbreviation sub. Okay, super SaaS and abbreviation sub. Click on layer 7 and add a new domain and add this domain. Add a new domain, add this domain like this. Now what? App category, select category SaaS. App category, select category SaaS. Okay, it is going outside. And the default 50, timeout 60, and under unreachable detection, keep the default yes. Path affinity set to none. Network scan app keep default no. Review and submit. So we have done the submit. Again, this is a common thing they are saying. Click on OK and it should be added. We can check if we want super SaaS app. This is created basically. Step 6, let us verify that our custom application have been populated. Now what we need to do, add filter and type. So let me remove this. Add filter and type. What to type? Add filter, then make sure that type is selected. Type, what is selected? Type and category is selected. Okay. Add filter, type is selected. Why is not selecting? Okay, type is selected. This is type and this is category. These both are selected basically. Okay, so type custom, as we can see, and both has came. The super S, this should be visible. Path policy, so this we will click on the video instruction A, video instruction B. Now we will see this configuration Prisma WAN policies path. Configuration Prisma WAN, where is Prisma WAN? Prisma WAN policies, and in policies path. Now in path this Acme Corp path. Note this is the default policy set. Okay, and has a default rule modified to allow to transit network to DC1. Okay, and this simple, and this we know very well. Now create path rule. So let us add path rule for your custom application by clicking on this. So let me click on this. So the page is opening. In the following steps, you will create two path rule. Acme Corp policy set for two custom application. So first for access application services super SaaS app, POS application hosted in DC. For this lab exercise, the desired business policy intent to use direct or public certificate for the branch user connecting to SaaS application, and encrypted MPLS path for POS app as primary path. Okay, so we need to click on add rule. Let me close this. Okay, now in add rule you have to select super SaaS app. This I have selected, and then you may add more context by selecting network context preface user that you want to match this rule. Click on apps tab. Okay, super SaaS app. Click on apps tab, and in apps tab filter by app name super and select super SaaS app. So super and super SaaS app. We have selected super SaaS app. Click on path tabs for super SaaS app. Click on path tab for super SaaS app. You wish to use the direct internet path. Remember, your branch establish zero touch secure fabric VPN with DC1. As a backup, you can select secure VPN towards your DC1 to later demonstrate to underlay. Okay, we can do that. So select direct on primary internet. Direct on primary internet and direct on primary internet. Okay, active path direct on primary internet. Under the backup path, add Prisma SD-WAN VPN on primary internet. Backup path, here is none. Add Prisma SD-WAN VPN, and Prisma SD-WAN VPN over what? On primary VPN. So this is the path on primary internet. Both sides we have to select primary internet. Where is my primary internet? Here's my primary internet. So this has been selected, primary internet. So this is first path, and direct, will try to go direct. For example, it is not able to go direct, some problem is there, then it will use the SD-WAN VPN, and again it will go to the other side and it will go via primary internet. Under device DC group, select primary data center. Under device DC group, where is device DC groups? Service and DC groups. Under service and DC groups, yes. Under service and DC groups, select groups active, select primary data center. We have to select primary data center. There could be backup data center as well. On the summary and review, click save and exit. On summary and review, click on save and exit. So with impact multiple, continue. So this I have added for my Super SaaS app. Save and exit. This warning reminds customer that this policy is live and linked to active site. Now we have to get the same for web POS. So add rule and filter by name. We need to type web POS. Oh, I don't think we need to do like this. Back. Now this is added. Back. Make off. I think we need to click on add rule. And what I need to give here, click add rule in the info, name web POS, and app tabs. We have to search this web POS. So web POS has been selected. Okay. On the app tab, web POS, on the app tab, filter the available web POS. We have select web POS. Now this is on app tab. For POS application, you wish to use VPN over MPLS. Okay. VPN over MPLS circuit and has a backup VPN available. So first of all, active path Prisma SD-WAN on MPLS. So if we go on path Prisma SD-WAN over MPLS, where is my MPLS? And if it doesn't work, backup path Prisma SD-WAN over primary internet. Okay. Backup path Prisma SD-WAN VPN, Prisma SD-WAN VPN on primary internet. Where is primary internet? Where is my primary internet? Primary internet. So this has been done. Now what? All the service and DC group, select primary data center. Primary data center. Click save and exit. Save and exit. Continue. So these policies are created basically. Verify the path policy, back to the Acme Corp policy, and you will be able to see that. So we are back on here and we will able to see our policies basically. Notify that all rules have same ordering number 1204. The ordering of rules is critical to identify the match. There are two type of rule that determine how to match the rule. Implicit, the ordering number are same but not evaluated. Explicit, the ordering number are evaluated for a match. The first match in the lowest numerical has highest priority. Okay, this can be understood. So this is implicit, so not evaluated basically, no problem. Now we need to work on QoS policy like platinum, gold, silver and bronze, like real-time audio, real-time video, transactional and bulk. So these are different types of T-defined allocation. You can tweak it as well, that audio this priority, video this priority, transactional this priority, bulk this priority for P1, P2, P3, P4. So these are kind of DSCP values. So as you can see, for DSCP value for audio it is EF, video it is AF41, AF31, transactional CS6, transactional AF21, bulk AF50, AF11. So these are basically what is called your DSCP values. So view QoS stack, configuration, Prisma SD-WAN, policy and QoS. Configuration, Prisma SD-WAN, policies and QoS. Now we will discuss on policies. Okay, this is simple, no problem. Click on Acme Corp QoS. In Acme Corp QoS, in this lab environment you will see 37 other examples for popular application which can be deleted or modified as per customer. So default rule, the default priority is set to silver, applied to the traffic outside of enterprise network, non-RFC. Okay, enterprise default rule, this default priority set to gold, applied on traffic destination on enterprise prefix, that is called RFC 1918. So what is this RFC 1918? You can check on internet. Now we need to create a QoS rule. So click on add rule button. Let me click on add rule. At the info tab, select the name critical apps. Okay, so at the info tab, select the name critical apps. Okay, this have to give, set the name critical apps. So let me copy this and set the name critical apps. In critical apps, at the filter tab, type super SAS. Filter tab, at the apps, I think so they are saying, at the apps, super SAS, SUPER, super SAS app. So this is my super SAS, and in super SAS, and then after web pause as well, so we need to select the web pause as well, web pause. So super SAS and web pause both are selected. Now where we need to go, at the priority tab, select priority to premium. Okay, priority tab, select priority to premium, platinum, sorry, not premium, platinum. Verify the changes, back on the rule. So save and exit, save and exit. So continue. Once we see save and exit, so this is my critical apps we have added here, super SAS and web pause. Okay, click on QoS policy on the top left corner page. QoS policy on top left corner of the page. Okay, I have select there. This has taken me back. Okay, you should see the rule, this is increased by 1. Policy rule is increased by 1. Default policy rule, it is increased by 1. Now what? Performance policy. So now we will tune the performance policy that enable enterprise to enforce application assurance by configuring per app per path SLA corresponding to remedial actions that need to be taken when SLA violated. Okay, so configuration, Prisma SD-WAN policies performance, Prisma SD-WAN policies performance. Now here performance, click advanced and then performance set. Click advanced. Where is advanced? So we are under performance. Okay, we are on the correct path. Configure Prisma SDWAN policy performance. Prisma SDWAN policy performance, and now we need to click on advanced. Okay, this one is advanced. Why it is not selecting? Let me check. So it was already advanced, that's why it was not selecting. Now what we need to do, advanced perform set, and to show the default performance policy set. Okay, default performance policy set. So this is my default performance policy sets. Okay, default perform policy set. Great. So it is showing me like this. You can see the default performance policy rule for media and other apps. This is out of the box config, allow user to have a consistent experience for audio and video and bulk and transit basically. So if I click here, performance set. So this is my default performance set. As you can see, and we have different SLA as well. You can see here media apps. The default SLA associated with this rule can be found under performance SLA tab. So the default can be seen under performance SLA tab. Now where is my performance SLA tab? This performance SLA tab. So these are the default rule we can see here, which is configured. I think we need to tune this only. Performance SLA, this one. So these app will be also these app will always be on SLA compliant path. When there is a violation, the performance policy rule will execute to remediate as configured to the application. Okay, so now let us now see the action by introducing performance impairment in the active path for web pause, which is MPLS VPN path as defined as per policy. So now we are going to do the impairment. What is the meaning of impairment? We will lower the connection, we will degrade the connection basically. So here we need to go to the environment, and here we need to go to the workflow, and in the workflow what it is saying, workflow. So WAN traffic generator, click execute. Okay, so now we have to click here, WAN traffic generator, click execute. Now what I need to execute, we need to define MPLS as a bad path. So here we need to click next, and MPLS, now we will say that this is a bad path, not a good path, and execute. So I have done this execution. Now let us see what happened. Now let us navigate configuration Prisma SDWAN branch side. Prisma configuration Prisma SDWAN branch site. Now in branch site, click the site summary dashboard. Okay, now we need to click the branch site. Here is the branch site. We need to click the site summary dashboard. So in site summary dashboard, what it will show us, scroll down to the current workflow and click on view all flows. Okay, current workflow and view all flow. Let us click on view all flow. So we will be able to see all flows here basically. View all flow, and then we need to select web pause. Okay, then we need to select web pause. Apps, which apps? Web pause. So I have selected the web pause. So we are seeing the web pause. So default QoS policy is applying on this. So what is happening basically, we can now see that flows have been moved automatically from MPLS VPN path to internet VPN path. So where we can see, I think we need to scroll down. Which IP they are saying? 192.168.10.0 web pause. 192.168.10.0. Which path it is taking? So as you can see, it is shifted primary internet circuit to DC ISP1. So the shift has been done as they have shown. Now we can see the flow has moved automatically from MPLS path to internet VPN path. Why? Because that is the bad path basically. So click on the right panel under flow criteria. So right panel under flow criteria. Okay, let me see where's the right panel. So I have clicked on flow decision criteria. As you can see, now it is going to my primary internet circuit like this. Okay, so this kind of thing we will be able to see that how my traffic is going on. In the next section, let us see how to configure custom policy to meet specific requirement. Go back to workflow and we have to again execute an MPLS good path and execute next, and here MPLS and here good path. Now it is good. Now this is done and we are in the half of our journey. Now create a custom performance policy for web pause. Configuration Prisma SDWAN policy performance and configuration Prisma SDWAN and Prisma SDWAN policy performance tab. Where is policies and performance tab. Now in performance tab we need to click on performance set. Now in performance set we need to click on Acme one, Acme, okay, not default or Acme core performance set. We need to select. So right now there is no performance set. Okay, so you can see a policy Acme core performance simple. Okay, which has been pre-configured for you in the demo environment. If this policy set associated is already bound to the branch site. Okay, what it is saying, this is if you go back, then it is already policy set simple. Now it is not bound anywhere. So Acme Corp, so performance stack. Okay, they're on the performance stack, not on performance set. So it is already bound to Acme Corp. Okay, good. And site is 1. You scroll here, site is 1, correct. Now click on Acme Corp performance set and click here. Now what I need to do, Acme Corp wants to ensure web pause is continuously available irrespective of network performance issue. So we will configure some SLA, service level agreement. So add rule, and in add rule give the rule name as select app network SLA. Rule name, what they are saying. Click add rule, give the rule name and select app network SLA. Okay, app network SLA. So rule, click add rule, give the rule name. What name I need to give? Web pause rule, this rule they are saying we need to give all details. So web pause perf rule. Web pause perf rule, performance rule. So this we have created per flow. Then afterwards select move flows. Select move flows. Where is move flows? I think it should be in the action, under action. Yes, under action. Now we need to click on next. Under action, uh, we need to select move flows. So I have selected move flows. Under match criteria, path filters are optional. Okay, path filters are optional. Web pause. Path filter are optional. Next. So what it is saying, path filters are optional, we need not to do. Under match criteria select web pause. Under match criteria select web pause. Web pause. Okay, so this is selected. Path filter optional, they say need not to configure it. Let's now create a custom SLA config for the web pause rules. Okay, path filters are optional for doing the performance. For the first scope of demo, you will only use the app filter. Let us now create for web. Let us now create a custom performance. So I think this is done. Okay, no, performance SLA we need to do. So custom SLA performance. So add new. So there, what we need to do, we need to fill some value. Latency, we can give web pause here, and we need to click this one, web pause here, and what link quality matrix 303 RTT 300, latency 300 plus packet loss 3, packet loss 3, packet loss 3, and RTT 300, RTT 300. So this is the custom rule we have created. We have defined more aggressive SLA than default performance policy as per business. So this is the requirement of SLA. Now save and exit. Performance policy should look as follows. Now next, save and exit. So this is my policy rule came for web pause. Okay, web pause, perf rule, whatever. So this policy has been came. Now let us see the action by introducing again we are going to bringing the impairment. So what we are going to use, what we will go now, let us introduce the network impairment MPLS path. Select which we need to select WAN traffic generator. Okay, we need to go on WAN traffic generator, and MPLS again bad path. Execute. Next, MPLS and bad path. Execute. So this I have done. Now again go to workflow Prisma SDWAN branch side. We need to go on workflow Prisma SDWAN with workflow. Here we need to go again. Step 6. Step 6, go to workflow Prisma SDWAN branch side. We need to go to workflow. Where is the workflow? So what they have said, basically they are again confusing me. we need to give on this, go to this page again, basically where I'm going basically configuration, branch side, select the branch side. After selecting the branch side, go to the summary and site summary and go here. So as you can see, my web pause has been degraded. It is going down like this. So this they want to show that my web pause is getting degraded. And also, if we select the same method, view all flows, and view all flows, we will select my web pause, sorry, not web pause, web pause. And after selecting web pause, it is very slow, and click apply. So I have clicked on web pause and apply. Now it is loading. And let me do one more thing. Let me again degrade this. ISP, not ISP, MPLS, bad path, execute. And here my web pause will show what it is doing basically. So what should be the behavior? Now it is going to where? Let me see. So scroll down further to see the flow. We can see the flow has moved again from MPLS to internet VPN path. From MPLS to internet VPN path. So it is not happening. Maybe it is slow. So let us wait for some time. There's one more way to go, I think so here, as we can go all apps and this web pause. If I click web pause here, you should be able to see something. Web pause, view application details for site. Okay, now we need to click on application details, view application details for site. Okay, view application. Yes, as you can see, it is going down like this. And if we scroll down more, we will be able to see that from where now it is going, which path it is taking, and it is also loading, but it is taking more time than expected, the flows basically. So this is my flow, and so as you can see, the more traffic is overlay, it is going only 85% from here. Health is not good, and majorly it is taking this path. Okay, and also if I click here, so here it is going the MPLS circuit, but we have to select. Let me close this flow because this page is small. I am not able to see complete details and my scrolling is not happening. Now we can see whether it has shipped or not. So performance is degraded, and it is majorly the traffic is going from this circuit. So we can see from where the traffic is going basically. Now what extra they are saying, line conditioning with Prisma SDWAN. Now go back to the performance policy manage page, Prisma SDWAN policy performance. So now let me start it big, and also let us go and here this page. Okay, we can cancel it. This is more big now. Okay, now it seems to be okay. Now what I need to do, line condition with Prisma SDWAN. Go to policy management, Prisma SDWAN and policy. So we need to go on policies. Now what we need to do on policy, let us see. Policies, performance, open Acme Corp performance set. Performance, open Acme Corp performance set. So this is Acme Corp performance set. Policy performance, Prisma SDWAN policy performance. and not stack. We need to give on atomic of performance set. So this is my rule what I have created here. What it is saying, perform, click on the web performance policy. What this we have created, this policy, what it is saying. So let me change the name as well, otherwise it will not match with my logs. Now this time in action criteria we have to do the packet deduplication so that packet can travel with both of the network. So action packet deduplication, and else in next page path filter to choose the path on which path deduplication must happen. So on the path filters, all public Prisma SDWAN. Here all public Prisma SDWAN. VPN is saying yes, Prisma SDWAN VPN. This is done. What else? Save and exit the policy. And we can check the rest of the value as well. For example, match criteria, web pause, everything is okay. Jitter loss, we have corrected. Jitter this, jitter 0 millisecond. I think something I have done wrong here. Okay, let me click on next. Save and exit. And let me open this policy again and let me see whether I have done something wrong or not. Next, this one is good, and match criteria. So this one, advanced setting, you see I have new. So I think I have done something wrong. Or if we do use existing, let me cancel and let me click cancel. Let me again check. Next. So this is selected. Latency this one, packet loss this one, MOS this one. I think this is correct only. We have given the correct value. And next, save and exit. Now what we need to do before continue to make sure to put MPLS path on good path, remove the degradation. So let us go here and remove the degradation, good path, execute. Next thing is application SLA monitoring using real metric and synthetic health probe. Okay, RDP to the Windows client and the sandbox environment and the jump box. What we need to do basically, we need to go on here. This client we have to take RDP basically. Now where we need to go? We need to go on this window client and what it is saying, BR1 window client IP, BR1 window client IP. So we need to go here, BR1 window client IP here. Let us copy this and let us run this, and we have to do mstsc and paste this IP. After pasting this IP, remote desktop connection, where's the username and password? Where is username and password? Lab user, username lab user. You will be asked for credential when you connect. Where is the credential? Lab user in Palo Alto. This is the password basically. So Windows client, which one it is saying? 10.1.0.51. Okay, this MPLS one. 10.1.0.51. Connect. You will see the BR1 Windows client IP. BR1 Windows client IP, mine is different, there is different. Why? 10.1.0.50. Let me close this and open again. I don't know why this is like that. So 10.1.0.50. No, my one is different. Let me try this only. BR window client 1. Maybe some lab changes they have done. No, it is not connecting actually. So let me check, I will come back. So actually the IP was 10.1.0.56. Now what we have to do here basically, now we need to open command prompt and run as administrator here. Run, not like this. We need to search command prompt and we need to do run as administrator. Then afterwards we need to type route print, ROUTE route, PRINT print. So in route print I am seeing the table like this, 10.1.0.1, and like this we are getting the table. Yes, we are getting the table like this. So we need to set a static route that if I want to go to the default route, then this is my path and metric is 50, like this. So less the metric, more the path will be preferred. So 50, and then this route, copy. So this we are basically adding the route. So by default lowest metric is preferred. So we have set this. Now what? Now this is done. Validated the route configuration. Okay, again we have to run the same command, route print. So we have validated. Now everything seems to be good. Okay, so which path will be preferred, you will be able to understand. And now on the PowerShell run as administrator, cmd on a POWER PowerShell run as administrator, and here we need to run this command. So okay, this will basically trying to reach and try to hit continuously basically, like this. Okay, something wrong, I have copied. Copy and paste, hit enter to run. Some issue is there. Let me troubleshoot, I will come back. मैंने डेस्कटॉप पे भी संभाल के रखा था इसके अंदर. what it is saying now. पहले तो अच्छा था, तेरा नाम क्या था पहला? At line 1 character 1 time out 10 seconds. जिंदगी मुझे क्या सिखाना चाहती है? Explain the error. Power shall accept the entire condition inside if put a command is not properly enclosed because of the partial source missing. Root cause simple. You missed the closing parenthesis. While true, if invoke साला यही तो जान लेके रहेगा. While true, if invoke URI timeout second timeout second 10 timeout second 10 right house successfully reached. Minus format. Space है. Minus format. This. Else right out. Get date. Get date format. Start sleep second 5. And let us see whether it works now. Now what it is saying in the first section lab we initiated onboarding Prisma access. Now let us go back to branch site to see that onboarding has been completed successfully or not. Configuration Prisma SDWAN branch site, it should be done. Configuration Prisma SDWAN branch site, and now we need to click on our branch site. And in branch site, when the configuration show connection status, it means it is provisioned basically. So it is provisioned connected. So we can see here the Prisma access tunnels. As you can see the status, the tunnels are up basically. If we go there, as you can see, physical up, secure fabric up, Prisma access up. Okay, so these are basically up, you can see. Okay, the Prisma access tunnel, this one Prisma access, now it is up. Standard VPN we are not using. Click on Prisma access 2 of 2 to see more details. Basically they are saying click to overlay connections. or you can also click Prisma access this one 222. So here we will get more details that we are connected via US Southeast and US Northeast, how we are connected. So it is basically showing these details. Okay, now navigate to configure Prisma SD-WAN resources. Okay, configure Prisma SD-WAN resources, and in this resources tab, service and DC group tab. Where is service and DC group tab? Let me close this. Service and DC group tab. Okay, now if the Prisma access all region and Prisma access backup region group are empty like screen below, we need to select all endpoint in the first group and the backup region in the second. So Prisma access all regions, select endpoint. So what we need to do, we need to select all, whatever we can select. Prisma access all regions, so these are the reason we can select all, so that we will not lose connection with Prisma access. And in the backup as well, let us select all. So my lab is different, so that's why backup are too much, and click on save. Integrated threat prevention with Prisma SD-WAN and Prisma access. This is my next topic. So I have seen that any SD-WAN solution, they will give basic ACL, they will give basic threat protection. So they will give, it's not full-fledged firewall, but they will give unified security and networking, automatic threat prevention, consistent user experience, operation simplicity, policy modification. So what policy modification we can see? For example, go to configuration Prisma SD-WAN policies. Prisma SD-WAN and policies. In policy stack, policies path and ecmic of path. Ecmic of path. Select Super SaaS app. And add it as follows. What we need to add? Standard VPN over any public IP. So first path is, so here the active path is direct. What we need to set basically here, standard VPN on any public. So here standard VPN on any public here. This is the first path basically for this Super SaaS app. Okay, and second path is Prisma SD-WAN over any public. Prisma SD-WAN over any public. So this path we have set. Now here we are showing leverage the best path on the lowest latency to Prisma access, and measured by automatically link quality management. Now go to service and DC group. Now service and DC group, and what they are saying, backup path Prisma data centers. For example, your data center is down, then where it will go? Okay, so it will go to Prisma data centers like this. So not Prisma data center, which one? Okay, it will go to primary data center. Active Prisma all lesion. So this will be active Prisma all lesion. So it will go via Prisma, what is created in Prisma. And backup, if this fail, then backup is my data center. So this is the path. And now what need to do, after saving this rule, create our secure web browsing rule. Okay, Save and exit. Continue. Okay. On the policy page, rules, click add rule button. Okay, let it complete. On policy page, path policy page, or where they are saying. Let me see. On the policy, on the path policy rule page. On the path policy rule page, click add new. Now name will be secured web browsing. Name will be secured web browsing. Search for web browsing and SSL. Search for web browsing and SSL. Where we need to search on? Let me check once again. So I think I'm creating rule on the wrong page. No, it's correct only. So filter by name, apps correct only, web browsing and SSL. So web browsing hyphen browsing, web browsing, and next SSL. Active path standard VPN over any public. Now we need to go on path. Standard VPN over any public. Backup path. This is for general web traffic they are saying. And backup path Prisma SDWAN over any public. Prisma SDWAN over any public. So as you can see how we can tune the policy basically. Okay. Now L3 failure path Prisma SDWAN over Prisma SDWAN VPN over any public. Okay. Prisma SDWAN, what they are saying, let me check once again. In path, active path standard VPN over any public, standard VPN over any public, and backup path we are not supposed to be defined, so we need to remove this. And L3 failure path Prisma SDWAN over any public. Service and DC group. Now what we need to select? Service and DC group. So service and Prisma access all region, Prisma data center. So this will go to Prisma cloud and this will go to Prisma primary data center basically. This is for your internet. So policy modification on Prisma access security. So this is done and I think we can save it. Save and exit. Now again policy modification Prisma access security. So configuration ngfw and Prisma access. Configuration ngfw and Prisma access. So as I told you, it will give you a basic firewall basically. And to modify the security rule for allow new apps to include all web apps basically. Open security service security policies. It is taking time. Security services security policies. Locate on the allow new apps. You may need to adjust the configuration scope to remote networks. So here what they are saying, locate the rule. We have open security also. Locate the rule allow new apps. Where is allow new apps? This is internet network policy, service policy, security policy. We are in the security policy, and so here they are saying we need to click on remote networks. So I have clicked on remote networks, and then so these are some rules we are which is basically configured. Okay, all pre-rule, post-rule, global rule, Prisma access rule. This we can see there. Remote network. Configurations. You may need to adjust the configuration scope to remote networks, and then we will be able to see a rule. Which rule they are saying? Allow new apps. Allow new apps. Allow new apps. Let me expand it. Prisma access post rule. This is stop. This is the post rule. This is allow new apps. Okay. Under the application section, application filter, select all web application. So you need to go. We have got this. So what is this saying? We need to click it. Okay, we need to click it. So allow new apps, and under application section here, application section, select application filter and select all web application. Select application filter and select where it is saying that. So for me, what is happening, let me told you. So this policy is not editable, but they have given in the lab, but I have tried a lot. So this policy, if I go here, allow new apps, we can see that from which zone to which zone it is allowed, from trust to destination, any zone, and here I cannot select anything basically. Nothing, everything is grayed out. So I think this lab guide is old, no problem. Let us move forward and we can push the policy. Once everything is done, you can push the config. Okay, like this push. Okay, so you can push remote networks. Description you can give change change remote network and push. So you can push the policy like that, and so it will do, and result pending, and will push. So this is the method how we can push the policies, and we can also see the push status if we want done. Okay, so how we can push, push. Now this is lab, you can select all like this. Decision change to change to and push. Okay, now done. And you can also see with the help of configuration, operation and push status. So configuration, operations and push status. Yeah, push status. So we can see whether it is pushed or not. It will slowly push, and it is pending. Okay, remote network configured. So this lab is also very simple and has been completed. Link quality monitoring. So these are monitoring basically. I will not take much time. Insights, Prisma access, branch site. So we need to go inside Prisma access and branch site. So what you can see here basically, okay, you can see that what is the select the primary internet circuit which allow 3 only. So you can go here and Prisma SDWAN, and you can select Prisma, whatever you want to select, you can monitor here. As you can see, this is first site, this is my second site, and Prisma access. If I select here, you can see everything basically. My 2 sites are up, and all the details basically, as you can see, my site name and all the details basically you will get here. And also site summary page, scroll down and select the primary internet circuit, and you can also select the primary internet circuit. We can scroll down and this is my primary internet circuit, third party. We can click here and we can see the site status basically, that what is the percentile consumption and everything. We can see that, and round trip type and all availability basically we can see here. Okay, so this is not much a big deal. Now in the readme file on RDP jump box, you will have a IP to window client behind branch. Yes, we have already. We are saying to log in it once again, and in Chrome browser paste any of this URL. Okay, both of this URL basically. We will go here. This page is still open. Let me close this. Let me close this. And let me open the URL. Secure web browsing. It's not copying. I'm not going to do copy paste. So I'm not going to type basically. Okay, now we will paste here this site. So it is showing this site is not reached. Another site. And this is this cannot be reached. So because we have not installed self-sign certificate, that's why it is not happening. And one more thing, let me tell you, I'm trying to push this rule when I was here, system setting, sorry, configuration, ngfw prisma access, and when I went to ngfw prisma access and here I change the scope to remote networks. So configuration, sorry, it's not working. ngfw prisma access and remote networks, and also I select the security policies. I'm not able to change this rule, and this is the lab limitation or what, I don't know. So when I was going here, this rule I was not able to change. Okay, as you can see, so that's why that site is not working, and that's how we could do the lab, but this lab cannot be done. The reason is very simple, because these policies are read only. But what I will do, I will basically attach this PDF so that you will have understanding that how we can configure the policy and everything with the help of this menu. But for me it is not accessible, so there could be any lab issue or anything. So rest of the thing you can do with the help of PDF file. I'm just stopping the tutorial here only.